This is a tutorial to show you how to use the Type on a Path tool in Adobe Illustrator. Now I wanted to show you, there are actually a couple of different ways that you can do this, and what I'll do is I want to put down a couple of, let's see, shapes. Just throw down some shapes here, I put an ellipse. I just want to show you how the Type on a Path tool works on a variety of different shapes. Move that over here, just like that. Now, what I'd like to do is grab the Type tool and show you, first of all, if you right-click, you will find all of the options here. You can choose Type on a Path tool like that, and you get the squiggle, which shows you that you're going to put that type right on the path around an object. Okay. Now, let me back up. If you choose the Area Type tool, that'll fit type inside that object, but you have to click on the actual border, the stroke of the object. Okay, so if you choose the particular tool, that'll do the trick. That gives you the option to simply put Type on a Path. But if you have the Type tool out, there's another way to get to it, and I just want to show you that quick shortcut. If you press the Alt key on a PC or an Opt on a Mac, you will get, and you're hovering over the line, over the stroke of an object, it will change to the Type on a Path tool, and you just click on it like that. So if I hover over this one right here, sorry, let me let go of that one right there, oops, and then we'll hover over this line and you get that squiggle, you just click. Alright, do the same thing on this one. I'll show you what it looks like on a different shape, and there you go. And that's what it does. Now, let me show you how you manipulate the Type on a Path. And by the way, just to show you, if you change the shape of the path of the object that it's on, it will follow that same path. Now, you can also come in here and let's say you change this path here, you'll see it still follows that path. You pull this out like that, and it follows that path. Okay, so now to manipulate the text, though, if you choose the black arrow, which is your selection tool, and you select your object, you'll find these little lines that pop up. Okay, what this is your left and right margin, and that's your center line. So essentially what that means is if I grab this, you hover over that line until you see the little arrow appear, click and drag, and that will allow you to move the center point of that line of text. Now I happen to have this line of text. Well, let me first do something here. I'm going to get rid of some of the filler text that appeared there, so it's not fully engulfed around the, enveloping the object. Grab the selection tool, select the object again, and just to show you what's going on, this is your left and your right margin. If I align left, see it pushes it to the left margin. Let's move these apart. Grab this over here, grab this and move it over here. We're upside down. We've got the center point over here. So I'm going to grab the whole thing and move it over here. All right. Now, just to show you, there's my right margin. There's my left margin. If you go right justified, it pushes it to there. If you go center, it pushes it to the center. On a circle, it does the same thing. If you grab the right margin, let's just pull that over. It's actually, you get that little red box with the X, with the plus in it. That tells you that text has gone outside of the line of text that you have available, or the text box that you've got. It's not a box, but it's just a line of text. So we'll get rid of some of the text there. And just to show you, if you hover over that line in the middle until you get the arrow, click and drag, there you go. All right? And that's how you manipulate text around a line or a path. Now, just to show you, here's aligning it left, here's aligning it right, and that's aligning it center. Same thing will happen when you manipulate around this object. Now, let's say you wanted the text this way. So you could easily do that. What you'll do is grab the middle point, click and drag, and you see what's going on. It moves it to the opposite side. It's kind of, see how it's flipping out there? It's kind of messing up. So I got to be really careful. It's kind of touchy. It's very touchy. Just want to let you know. But there you go, right? Okay, so now one last thing. What if you wanted to put text around the top part of a circle and then also the bottom part of a circle? So, but you want them facing different directions because I don't want this upside down when it's up on the bottom, right? If it were like this, right? Just flip it around. But that doesn't look good at all. I like it like this, but I also want the upper part upright as well. So here's the trick. You can't do it on the same object. So you have to copy this object, Control or Command C on a Mac. So it's Control C on a PC. All right, now Control F, which is paste in front. Okay, and that'll paste it exactly in the spot where you copied it from. Control F. Okay, now we have, if you can see, I've got two copies there, right? So we'll just simply click on the top one, grab this guy, pull it up to the top, and there we have two. But notice one thing, if I pull in close, the baseline of this one is going to the baseline of that one, but it doesn't quite match. It's not on the same circle, right? This one's on the inner circle. So you have to consider that when you flip one to the other side. What you have to do is one or the other is going to have to be adjusted. So I'm going to grab this bottom one and just pull it out. Notice the baseline is going now to the top of the upper line of text. I'm just sort of lining it out. There we go. And when I hover over that, it's going over the top of the bottom line of text. And that's how you adjust text around a circle and around a path in general in Illustrator. There you go. All right, I hope that helped.